but I'm smoking on that medical. Laughing to the bank, this shit hysterical. I could lead the Israelites to Jericho. Heard she got a boyfriend, I know she think I'm sexy though. I'm not an ordinary local rapper, I'm professional. Why you roll oregano? I'm in a place they never go. Threaten me to never show. More money, more problems, bitch. Who's to say we better, bro? You don't chase your dreams, you may never know. You may never know. Well, I'm a little reminder. Show up when my squad
Ramily. Welcome in to post-game show. Feels good. 2 wins in a row now after the bye week. First time we've won 2 games in a row this season. Better late than never. If you're new here, subscribe, like, smash that share button, turn on your post notifications. Ramily, the playoff push is official. I've told you that. When Stafford got hurt, that's probably the only time I lost hope because Brett ripened. But Stafford's back. Hope is back. Playoffs are back. The Rams win this one easily, 37-14. Our game leaders for the Rams, Matthew Stafford, phenomenal game, 25 of 33, 229 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. Kyren Williams in his first game back since his IR stint, 16 carries, 143 yards. And to lead us in receiving yards, Tutu Atwell with 3 catches, 76 yards. Now, just want to give kudos to Tyler Higbee. Finally showed up. Didn't have the most yards, but he did have 5 catches, 29 yards, 2 touchdowns. And Kyren Williams, on top of his 143 rushing yards, threw in 6 catches, 61 yards for 2 touchdowns. The man is back. And quickly, I do want to talk about Kyren Williams. This man has been nothing short of excellent for us this year. He has played well beyond expectations. I don't think anyone's seen this coming outside of the Notre Dame fan base. I knew he was explosive from one game I watched versus Clemson. I'm not a college guy. I thought his size could limit him, but this man runs hard. He's fast. He's elusive. I'm telling you right now, call me crazy if you want, but I see him being the number 2 best running back in the NFL very soon this year behind Christian McCaffrey. Kyren Williams is a Christian McCaffrey in a sense that he has a nose for the end zone. All he does is get touchdowns, play hard, and dominate the backfield. But this week, I will say Royce Freeman was also great. 13 carries, 77 yards with a touchdown. This 1-2 punch is great. You got 23 Kyren Williams, the 2-3, the Michael Jordan, and you got the 2-4 Royce Freeman, the Kobe Bryant. It's great. I'm really liking what the Rams are doing right now, play calling wise, outside of that 3rd and 9 play yesterday in the first quarter, where we threw a bubble screen to Ben Skoranek. I think those wide receiver screens have not fared well for us at all in quite some time. When McVay first came, it did work, with Robert Woods and Cooper Kupp, but it really has had limited success lately. And to give it to, of all guys, Ben Skoranek, who goes on to lose a yard, horrible. Demarcus Robinson in this one had 2 catches. It's good to see that he is getting more involved. Cooper Kupp, he's clearly hurt. If you were watching the game, he limped. He's out there. He's toughing it out, but he is not the Cooper Kupp we're used to, and it's hard. We're used to a Cooper Kupp getting 100 yards. Like anything less than 100 yards for Cooper Kupp is a down day. For him to have 3 catches, 18 yards, it's hard to watch. Granted, we won. We really didn't need to pass that much in the third quarter and beyond, but Cooper Cup, man. Puka Nakua, 4 catches, 27 yards. What you don't see on the stat sheet for Puka Nakua is his great lead blocking. I think he plays a big part in our running backs getting all these extra yards. He's taking out linebackers, he's taking out defensive ends, he's taking out safeties, whoever is there, he's taking them out. Did have a holding call on him. He just grabbed the cornerback, I don't know who it was, and just slammed him. He's just a hard player, and we found us a dog there. Now, on the defensive side, let's look at sacks. Michael Hoyt had a sack. Kobe Turner. Now, I think he should get Rookie of the Week, personally. 2 sacks, 3 tackles. Come on. Defensive tackles that get sacks. This guy's been special for us. Like, we just killed this draft. Shout out to the Rams front office. Deshaun Johnson also had a sack. And then Michael Hoyt also led us in tackles. And there was an interception on a 2-point conversion, but I guess that doesn't count. Darion Kendrick did pick off Kyler Murray. So let's look at the Cardinals. Kyler Murray, 27 of 45, 256 yards, 1 touchdown. Pretty good day for him overall, but he did get pressured and sacked all game long. James Conner, 6 carries, 27 yards, nothing. Michael Carter, most of this in garbage time, 4 carries, 19 yards. Kyler Murray with the lone rushing touchdown. And then receiving, Marquise Hollywood Brown, who was questionable heading into the game, had 6 catches, 88 yards. Trey McBride, this kid's special. 7 catches, 60 yards. Tight ends killed the Rams. And then Greg Dortch had a touchdown on Trey Tomlinson. Kind of did that little animation like you're a midget, you're small, but it's like you're small too, buddy. Buda Baker, 100th game with the Cardinals, 6 tackles. Jalen Thompson did get the interception. Thompson and Baker, that's their 2 safeties that were back in this game. And Stafford did not get sacked. Great news. Good job, O-line. Team stats, total yards, the Rams had 457 yards, 229 passing yards, 228 rushing yards. Wow, incredible to be that close to overtaking passing yards. I love it. 6.9 yards per play. Rams were 6 of 12, 50% on 3rd down, 2 for 2 on 4th down. If you watch my pregame, this is something I said, let's be aggressive. I love it. 4th down efficiency, great. 2 punts, 0 sacks allowed. 5 penalties for the Rams, 5 penalties for the Cardinals. 1 turnover in this game, that's it, and it was on us with the interception, and we still won by 23. And time of possession, 34 minutes, pretty much 35 minutes for the Rams, 25 minutes for the Cardinals. So, I mean, this game, the only time it was close was when it was 8-7. The Cardinals ended up going for 2-point conversion. There was a penalty on their extra point, so it brought them closer. And they said, why not? We're 2-9. Let's just go for the 2. They got it. But after that, it was just a blowout. Stafford looked great in this one. Had time in the pocket. Kyren Williams looked amazing. The defense looked good outside of that first drive for the Cardinals. I did say that Rams usually do struggle on a first drive on defense, and then they just adjust. So that's good news. Russ played a lot more than I thought he would. He played 63% of the snaps. There were 71 defensive plays. He played 45. Darion Kendrick played 100% of the snaps. I think he's played very well lately, and it's good to see that. Hopefully it stays that way. John Johnson III made some big hits, almost a fumble. I thought it should have been a catch and fumble, but it was called an incomplete. But he played 87% of the snaps. Byron Young, 75%. amazing rookie again. Michael Hoyt, 72%. Kello Witherspoon, 66%. Gotta remember, this was a blowout, so take it with what you will. Even Aaron Donald only played 59%. Ernest Jones, 63%. Kobe Durant is game back, 45%. Roby Turner, 44%, and still had 2 sacks. The Rams just used a lot of guys in rotation. It was awesome. We got to see a lot of our young guys out there just balling out. Now, some things that I will take away from this game is hopefully this is the Rams bouncing back, improving, and just not a product of who we faced. Um, when we first beat the Cardinals 26-9, their team was not on paper as good as this. They didn't have James Conner. They didn't have Kyler Murray. But they did not have Jalen Thompson and Buda Baker, right? So you add that to those two guys. So we faced all their starters now. This was supposed to be the better team. The Rams won 9 in a row in Arizona. So it could just be a product of a bad team, but I am hopeful that what we seen Sunday is going to continue for the rest of the season. We have a big game this week against the Cleveland Browns. They're having quarterback issues right now. Dorian Thompson's in concussion protocol. It might be Joe Flacco playing this week. Myles Garrett's day to day. So not sure if he's playing or not, but he obviously won't be 100%. Who is at this point? And the Rams need to win that game. Right now, we need the Vikings to lose. Vikings lose. They go to 6-6. I believe they have their bye week. They're down 3-0 right now. Seattle's playing Dallas, and then they got Philly, then they got San Fran. Green Bay has Kansas City this week, and then they kind of have an easy schedule, but I don't think Green Bay's that good of a team. Of all these teams fighting for the 6-7 spot, I think the Rams are the best, and the Rams will get in. Kyren Williams, as I mentioned earlier, turning into one of the better running backs in football. I believe he'll be the number 2 best running back very soon. He's only 23 years old. Injuries could be an issue for him, but hopefully it was just fluky. We do need to see Cooper Kupp step up. I know he's not 100%, probably not even 80%, but we need Cooper Kupp. Teams are definitely covering him better, making him the vocal point, leaving guys like Tutu Atwell open. But if Higbee can continue what he did, he was actually blocking, caught 2 touchdowns. That's what we need to see. We paid Higbee to do that. We don't even get 100 yards, but we do need a red zone threat. Tight ends are usually utilized that way. They're bigger, they're down linemen, and then the ball snapped so they can really mess with the defense and go out for a pass. So we need Higbee to do what he did this past week, continuously and consistently. Offensive line, great job with Rob Havenstein back there. Larry Jackson staying healthy. Everyone's healthy. This is the healthiest the Rams have been. Quentin Lake was the only person inactive this game. And I think with Quentin Lake, that makes us an even better team, more depth. I do like how we used Russ Yeast as a linebacker, hybrid guy, dime packages. He would be the second slot. I like what Raheem Morris is doing with these young group of guys. Aaron Donald's, he loves this. He wants to win. The tank was never going to happen. Even the front office said retool. A retool means you're going to retool this team. You're going to move some pieces around with the cap and the picks next year. Doesn't mean you're going to tank. We don't care what pick we get next year in the first round. Who knows? We could trade it. It's the Rams. Who knows? But great win for the Rams. I have nothing bad to say. I love the play calling. I love the way the offense looked, defense looked, offensive line. Actually, Havrasik, the kicker, I'm done with him. So sorry, that is the one bad thing. We need a kicker. This has been an issue all season. Miss an extra point and a field goal. And that's not going to help us. In these close games, we need to make field goals. We let Matt Gay go. Big mistake. Let's start bringing in kickers this week. We need to get a kicker in and figure this out. Mason Crosby, maybe he has experience. He's a veteran. We need to figure this kicker position out. We need consistency. And I need to feel confident in our kickers. Or we're going to have to be going for it on 4th and 2, 4th and 3 more consistently. If we're anywhere close to the 50 or inside the 50, 40 to 50. It's what it'll have to be. But anyways, Ramley, thank you for tuning in. As always, go Rams. I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Take care of yourself. Take care of your loved ones. I'm your boy Ramsaholic, and I'm out.